What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Trend or Trap, presented by TrendsCenter. I'm Dan Karpuc, and today we've got a loaded NCAA Tournament Round of 64 breakdown for Friday, March 20th. Joining me once again is professional handicapper Matt Horner, who is ready to help us cut through the noise and figure out what's real and what's a trap. We've got 3 games on the board, all backed by strong TrendsCenter systems. But as always, the question is simple: are we following the trend or feeding the trap? Let's get right into it. We'll start off with Akron versus Texas Tech. Akron plus 7.5, Texas Tech minus 7.5, and here's the system. Since 2020, underdogs of 5.5 points or more at neutral sites with a higher winning percentage than their opponent and a total above 131.5 are hitting at a 68.3% ATS rate, over 100 units of profit over the year. So on paper, this screams there's value on Akron at plus 7.5, but this is March. Talent gaps matter, coaching matters. Texas Tech is laying under double digits here. Matt, is Akron plus 7.5 the sharp side based on the data, or is this a spot where the trend looks good but Texas Tech rolls and makes it a trap?
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and go with Akron here to cover this number. I actually got them the other day at 9.5. Sharp money has already started to come in on this, down to 7.5 now. I still like them at that number. They might win this game outright, to be honest with you, because when JT Toppin went down for Texas Tech, you look at them and they're already limited, right? I mean, their best player is down for the season. That already tells me that this is a team that's going to be limited in March going forward. Akron's on a 10-game winning streak right now. You know, they just won the MAC tournament, so they're feeling hot. They're feeling confident right now. They're a high-scoring team, top 10 nationally. I think they can keep up the pace, even with Texas Tech's great defense, and I think they can keep this game close. So I'll take the 7.5 here. I think you can sprinkle the money line. And, you know, this is a classic 12-5 matchup, right? I mean, we just saw this happen with High Point. So, you know, you see classic 12-5 matchup, always right for an upset. So I don't mind sprinkling Akron on the money line as well.
Yeah, I have Akron on the money line. I have the next one, the next team, a little foreshadowing here, on the money line as well. And I had High Point on the money line. I'm basically just picking all underdogs in this tournament. But let's go to the next underdog here. It is Hofstra versus Alabama. Hofstra is the number 13 seed. Alabama is the number 4 seed, and they are 11.5 point favorites. Here's the system for this one, and this one points the other way towards the favorite. NCAA tournament teams seeded 7 or better, coming off a loss as a favorite, have gone 87, 61, and 1 against the spread, just under 59%. That would point directly at Alabama laying the points here, but double-digit dogs in March are always dangerous, especially against a high-variance team like Alabama, who, you know, they have a guy in trouble on their team. Who knows what's going on with the personnel here? Matt, what's your read on this game here? Do you trust the bounce back angle with Alabama to cover this number, or is Hofstra plus 11.5 the side making this trend a trap?
Yeah, I'm actually go with the underdog here again in Hofstra. Again, I got this one at 13.5. It's down 2 points. Some sharp money coming on. Hofstra down to 11.5 now. You just mentioned it. I mean, it seems so classic with all these arrests and stuff like that. These Alabama players. Aiden Holloway, yep, he's one of their key creators. Arrested before the selection. So again, that is
bad
going to
timing.
Yeah,
Very bad timing.
Oh, such terrible bad timing.
Wait a couple weeks. You know, I mean,
yeah, wait a couple weeks, and then you could get the handcuffs on you. But yeah, so I'm gonna go with Hofstra here to cover this number. You know, I just think they can keep this game close. Alabama's a team that is a very high volume shooting team. I mean, they just get shot and shot and shot. To me, you know, they have a bad game where they don't start making their shots. This game is going to be very close. And again, I wouldn't be shocked if Hofstra won, to be honest, because to me, Alabama's a bit of a fraud, even with Holloway in there. Just because they shoot so many shots, they don't make them, they're done. I mean, they're toast. So I'll take Hofstra here at 11.5. And again, little sprinkle on the money line. Don't mind that.
I like it. Music to my ears for my bracket. Of course, it pains me as a TrendsCenter guy, but you know, with my bracket in mind, I like what you're saying there.
Yeah.
And finally here, the third debate, and for what some are calling the game of the century, it is Florida versus Prairie View A&M. And by that, I mean only Prairie View A&M fans. Number 1, Florida, 35.5-point favorites versus poor Prairie View here. And the system says teams on ATS losing streaks of 2 or more as favorites of 2+ points or more are covering at 63% against the spread. That would suggest backing Florida in this spot, but we're talking about a 35.5-point spread into NCAA tournament game. That's a massive number even for a 1 versus 16 matchup. Matt, are you laying the points with Florida and trusting this trend, or is it way too many points, making Prairie View the only logical side?
You know, a lot of times with games like this, I just tend to just stay away from it because it's just so volatile. A lot of people might want to back Prairie View here. One, off of, Siena doing so well today against Duke, so that's going to get some value. I think a lot of people might try to pick that upset, 16 over a 1. Plus, Florida just won the national title, and I think a lot of people are going to be like, well, how rare is it that the team that just won the national title wins it again? And a lot of times, they're just like, oh, they're ripe for an upset, that type of thing. I'll go the opposite direction. I think Florida is the talent gap is massive. I mean, it is absolutely huge here. 35 points might not be enough. And I just think with all the, it's kind of trendy to pick this huge dog. So give me Florida here, laying 35 points. Maybe I'm insane. There could be a backdoor cover there, but I'll have a little bit of something, I think, on Florida here to just wallop them good.
And unfortunately, we are not sprinkling the Prairie View A&M money line on this one.
Yeah. I can't do it.
All right.
I can't do it.
If anyone out there is sprinkling the Prairie View A&M money line, shoot me a DM with that bet slip, and I'll hook you up with a day of TrendsCenter Premium for free out there.
It has to be more than $5.
Yes, more than $5. Exactly. That's going to do it for this episode of Trender Trap. Big thanks to Matt Horner once again for joining us and breaking down these round of 64 matchups. As always, you can find all these systems, trends, and data points inside the TrendsCenter app to help you make smarter bets this March. Make sure to like, subscribe, and follow for more daily breakdowns throughout the tournament. For Matt Horner, I'm Dan Karpuc, and remember, not every trend is a winner and not every trap is obvious. We will see you next time on Trender Trap.